Hey there, my name's Danny Leibrandt, and welcome back to Pest Control Success Stories, where we interview the people crushing it in our Pest Control Millionaires program. Today, I'm joined by Aaron Huskey, the founder of Huskey Turf Solutions. Aaron has built a strong reputation for delivering quality lawn care and pest control services while growing a trusted, family-oriented brand in his community. In this episode, we'll dive into his entrepreneurial journey, how he's built Huskey Turf Solutions into a thriving local business, and the lessons he's learned along the way. So without further ado, Aaron, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So, Aaron, tell me, how did Husky Turf Solutions first get started? How did that come about?
So I was working a full-time job. My wife was working a full-time job. This is roughly 13 years ago. And we got pregnant, and I had this sudden urge to earn more money. And so uh, I partnered up with one of my cousins, and we would go out every day after work and just mow lawns, pick up sticks, trim trees, you name it. And it turned into such a job that one of them had to go. Either the full-time job had to go, or the part-time job had to go. And so we just pulled the trigger and quit our full-time jobs and went head into it. And he stuck with me for a couple of years, and then I just kept going. So
Hmm.
uh,
Um, at what point was there that split where you're like, one of them needs to go?
when we were just working like sun up to sundown every day, weekends, everything, I was just like burned out. I
Hmm.
wasn't necessarily burned out because I enjoy working. But it was like um, I couldn't grow my side hustle any further than what it was without doing something different. Yeah.
Hmm. Gotcha. And also, how long have you been in business? I forgot to ask.
It's right around 13 years. Yeah.
Okay, 13 years. So tell me, what were those first few years like? Or at least, you mentioned while you had it more as like a side job, but what were the first few years like where you were going all in?
Just knocking doors and picking up jobs, lots of referrals, obviously, because you're doing most of the work yourself. Um, Man, it was wild. Yeah. And to be honest with you, we didn't make any extra money from that for the first like 3 years. Like everything got put back into the company.
Mm.
Buying new equipment, new trailer, just all the different things that you do when you're growing. But uh, it was a lot of fun, and my wife says that I got a part-time job because we got married. So
Yeah, definitely.
yeah, so
Yeah,
yeah, go ahead.
well, no, it seems like you actually made the right choice there because I've talked with Jake and Jonas extensively on this, and they said that a huge problem that they see with the pest control owners that we talk to is that they're not reinvesting enough. So what made you reinvest so much?
I think that I figured that better equipment would get us done with our jobs faster so we could add more jobs, you know, and so a nice zero turn mower, better weed eaters that we could go move faster, better edgers and blowers and all this stuff. I just wanted to have the nicest equipment to be able to do the nicest job and also move faster so that we could
Mm.
do more work. So that was the goal at the time.
Okay, so it was mainly for equipment, and how were you getting customers at that time?
Knocking doors, lots of referrals. I grew up in a small town, roughly 13,000 people here. We still live here. And I knew a fair amount of people here. And so, the word spread pretty quick whenever somebody new comes on the scene for mowing, per se, it's like, oh, Aaron Husky's mowing now. Let's use him. So it grew really fast. Like you can grow mowing super fast usually.
Hmm. Okay, and also just to understand your service split, where you guys at? I assume you're mostly lawn and then pest and weed and such.
Yeah, and we're not doing any general pest at the moment. That's We're supposed to bring that on here in a year or two. So right now we're doing lawns. We have one service called Total Lawn Insects. So we'll treat the entire lawn 3 times a year for ticks and other problem bugs that you don't want in your yard. So and then like a perimeter pest outside of the house is all we're doing for pests right now. So
Okay, cool. And has that evolved over time, or have you kind of stuck with that?
um those treatments, yeah, I think they have evolved. a little bit, just figuring out what works and what we can and can't sell and what the customers want, you know, kind of all combined together.
Yeah, yeah. So you've been in it for about 13 years now, or I think you said 12, 13. What would you do if you were starting over tomorrow? Like you said that you have a small town and you kind of had that network, but for maybe people that haven't even gotten started, what would you say to them? What should they
So
do?
obviously, I started in mowing and landscaping and tree work and stuff like that. I would never start there again. I would definitely
Really?
start. Yep, I would definitely start in lawn treatments right away. Even though when I started getting into lawn treatments, it was a big scary thing that I didn't understand, and it didn't take very long to understand it and figure it out. It was fairly simple, fairly quickly.
Hmm.
Had a lot of good people around me to ask questions to and learn from. So that moved really fast. But yeah, I would definitely start in lawn treatments or pest control. And I would probably pick a market that's really dense, that has a decent medium income. And I would start in one neighborhood and I would blow that neighborhood up and I would move to the next neighborhood and blow it up.
Yeah. Okay, cool. When you say blow it up, what do you mean? Like, what does that entail?
To try to sell every house in the neighborhood. At
And
least
how
get
do you do that?
30%.
I said, and how do you guys go about doing that?
We don't technically do that model at the moment, but if I was to start over, that's what I would do. I would door knock every door in that neighborhood consistently for a year and try to get at least 30% of the houses in that neighborhood before I move to the next neighborhood.
Okay, cool. So you said that door knocking is kind of one of your original lead generation strategies. How has that evolved over time? Are you guys still doing it?
So when you're desperate and you're hungry, you'll do anything for money. And once the leads start flowing in without door knocking, most everybody quits door knocking.
Hmm.
And so I will say that I haven't done a whole lot of door knocking since.
Yeah.
We did some. I did some for lawn care treatments, and there's I don't know. It's tough, and you probably know, you've probably done it plenty yourself. So
Yeah.
it's tough and it's the hard thing to do, but it's the fastest. I think it's the fastest way to grow. So.
Okay. So that's the way to start. But as you continue to grow, obviously, then it shouldn't be you as the owner knocking on doors, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Okay. So now talk to me about what's going on after that. We talked about the first few years. When did you start to feel like you gained momentum?
Probably probably year 4 or 5. I felt like we were doing pretty good. Let's see, we had two mow trucks and one kind of a light landscaping, kind of a bed maintenance truck. And then I had just started weed and fert. And so I was running the weed and fert part. So it started off really slow, obviously, and then it started gaining momentum. But about I think it was three years ago, we actually got rid of the rest of our mowing and everything else, and we're just focused strictly on lawn care. So
Okay. You guys don't do any mowing anymore.
no, no, it's all
Why is
treatment.
that?
Uh, the the turnover in employees, because it's tough to price those jobs well enough to pay good guys good money,
Hmm.
because the barrier to entry is so low on mowing that anybody in a truck and a mower can go start mowing. Yeah, they can't compete with what we were doing, but if this guy can get it done for $35 instead of $65, then yeah, it kind of makes sense. So, um,
Yeah.
yeah, so that, and then it was a high turnover in employees, constantly training new employees, and it was just a lot to handle. And spraying lawns is a lot more duplicatable and easier to train and get those guys out there making decent money pretty quick.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. Something else I wanted to mention is it seems like you guys are growing pretty fast recently. I believe you said you did 640 last year and you're set to do 850 this year. And I want to ask you first about hiring. Like, what have you learned about hiring and how has that changed throughout your growth? Hey guys, real quick, if you are a pest control owner looking to grow, I want to give you two amazing resources. Now, number one is our free Facebook group, where we have over 900 members in there, and me, along with my other two co-owners, Jonas Olson and Jake Sheldon, are posting in there regularly. And the group is super active. People are introducing themselves, they're asking questions. So if you want to connect, you want to network, you want to learn from other people that maybe are similar to you or even farther along the path than you, that would be a great group to check out. So just search up Pest Control Millionaires on Facebook. And then the second resource is our new book, Zip Code Kings. We released a book just a little bit ago, and we've sold over 200 copies already. People are absolutely loving it. And we talk about everything related to pest control marketing. So if you are looking to grow your company, if you want to learn about new lead generation mechanisms and how we have personally grown pest control companies ourselves, then this is the book for you. So you can go ahead and search up Zip Code Kings on Amazon, and that group is Pest Control Millionaires on Facebook. So hope to see you guys in the Facebook group. Yeah, back to the show.
Yeah, we have been slower and slower to hire and faster to fire. And back when we were mowing, we would hire on the spot just to get a guy in there on the truck to go take care of these jobs. And that's another thing with mowing is like so much of our time and energy was spent with this reoccurring mowing of weekly mowing. And so I saw that it was taking my attention away from the weed control part, which I enjoyed, and there was higher margins there, and I was focused back on the mowing. And I was like, man, I got to get rid of this distraction because it's just slowing us down from focusing on what I want to do in the future. So,
And also, you may have mentioned this, but did you guys start out doing pest control, or when was that implemented?
no, that was year 5. I think we started picking up a few lawns and pests. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And why did you guys start implementing pest?
Say that again.
Yeah, why did you start offering pest control services?
It was mostly treating the lawns because we realized that the lawns that were treated that we were mowing were so much prettier, easier to mow and maintain. And those customers were the customers that we wanted. And we're like, hey, let's start treating our own customers' yards. And eventually it got to where we wouldn't pick up a lawn for mowing unless we treated the lawn as well. And then it got to where we're not picking up any more mowing. And then it's like, okay, let's start get rid of the mowing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, cool. That makes sense. So then and I kind of just want to understand your model here. Are you upselling people to pest control, or are you doing it in one package together?
So we're trying to sell our initial, let's say, 7-step package of weed control and fertilization. And then we do try to upsell them on the total on insect, the sorry,
No, no, you're good.
we can cut all that out, right?
Yeah, yeah.
um, the perimeter pest, upselling on the perimeter pest, total on insect, and soil conditioner and things like that. And then so we also treat trees for bagworms and webworms and things like that. And so slowly but surely, once they get on as a customer with the initial program of 7-step weed control and fertilization, we'll start sending out emails and talking about different things, different times of the year. Be like, hey, this is coming up. We offer this program that can help with that, or this treatment that can help with that. And then we try to put them on auto renew and just keep doing it the next year and the next year and the next year for them.
Okay, cool. How did you come up with those 7 steps?
It's kind of a combination of talking to guys around here and just trial and error over a few years. Yep. And kind of what would work, what I thought would work best for, I guess, the lawns that we take care of here in Oklahoma. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. So you kind of just, I don't know, maybe listening to podcasts or talking to other people in the industry.
Mm-hmm. Yep. A lot of guys here in Oklahoma that I did talk to as I was learning it, they're still doing 5 and 6. Some guys are doing 7, 8, 9, 10 apps,
Hmm.
We're up north in fescue lawns. I think it's real common to go between like 4 and 6 apps. Kind of depending on what you're running, if you're adding fungicide or if you're adding grub treatments or things like that. So yeah, down here in Oklahoma, we try to run it up a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Also, I noticed you guys, have your color pink, or at least you're wearing the pink shirt there.
Yeah.
Is
Yep.
that what made you guys choose pink?
So when we rebranded, we were called a Cut Above Lawn Service. We wanted to kind of focus more on lawn treatments. We're like, hey, let's rebrand. Let's just freshen everything up. My wife's favorite color is pink. I was like, hey, how cool would that be if we had pink trucks running around wearing pink shirts? Like we're gonna stand out. There's nobody else in town with pink. I was like, let's do it. So we just pulled the trigger on it.
Yeah. Was that before or after seeing Jonas's stuff? Because I know he's like really big on the
It
paint.
was it was after. And yeah, I don't get me wrong. I little jealous of Jonas's colors. It looked good. I was like, hey,
Yeah.
I'll that. So yeah, but yeah. So
Yeah, no, he just because when it comes to going against the competition, almost no one is doing pink, right? Everyone's usually using green or maybe there's an orange here or there, but I mean, no one is using pink. And
yeah.
also, which I forgot about this aspect, but that you're trying to attract to moms usually, right? Is that your case too? That most of your clients are women that are buying?
Yeah, a lot of times you're dealing with the wife or a female. So, and
Yeah.
they dig it. They come out and take pictures of our trucks and all, driving through the parking lots. The little kids are like, "Little mommy, pink truck." It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, and anything that stands out. So, yeah, and talk to me more about the rebrand. Like, what has the effect of that been, and especially moving to pink, has that helped?
Yeah, I think it's helped a lot because we had white trucks with a big set of scissors on the side of it because we were a cut above, and then
Mm.
what was it? A little bit of grass blades between the scissors, and it just
Hmm.
said a cut above in green on the front doors of the trucks. And we thought it was pretty cool at the time. We're like, it looks cool,
Yeah.
but everyone else looks the same. But yeah, once we went pink, it's just like, and we only had like 2 trucks that were pink at the time. And when we rebranded, and people were like, dude, I see your trucks everywhere. How many trucks do y'all have? 10, 15 trucks? And I'm like, yeah, we got 2 trucks. We're just everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that's the goal, right?
it was really neat. Yeah. Yeah, everybody's
Cool.
texting us, calling us like, "Hey, I saw your trucks in Oklahoma City. I saw your trucks over here. I saw your trucks over there." They stand out. So,
Yeah, yeah. No, and I think that's one of the ways to dominate your area, right?
yep.
You know, not just the door knocking, but if your trucks are parked all around, like I listen to a good amount of Tommy Mello, I'm sure you know him,
Yeah.
and one of the things he said is that they will literally just park their trucks in super busy parking lots, like a Costco or a Walmart or whatever. And if they're not using them, they'll just park it in those busy lots, and it works well.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how many phone calls I've gotten. I saw your truck over here. I saw your truck over there. I need you guys to come, treat my lawn or whatever it is. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah, that's awesome. And I wanted to touch on some other lead gen stuff, and also related to the program. So you joined the Pest Control Millionaires program about a year ago. You said kind of last fall,
Yeah.
and you mentioned Facebook groups and Facebook ads were working really well. Can you talk about those and what the effect has been?
Yeah, I mean, so traditionally we were posting in groups, but it was from our company Facebook page. We would make
Mm,
posts on there. You make 2 a week, 3 a week, whatever. And we were just taking those and posting them in groups, and they did little to nothing. A couple of
mm,
friends would like them, because they know us. And then when we changed it up and did it the way Jake and Jonas taught us to do it, and posting from our personal groups as, "Hey, I'm Aaron Huskey. I'm a local lawn care guy, whatever it is, and just kind of post that." Uh, Man, people hit on that like crazy.
mm.
Because you're not being salesy. You're just saying, "Hey, I'm out here. I'm here. I'd love to meet with you guys," or something like that. and
Yeah.
those do really well, and those are free. I mean, they take time, but um, those do really well. Yeah, and then the Facebook ads. We were trying a little bit of this, a little bit of that with the Facebook ads. We didn't know what we were doing, and
Mm.
got little to no traction. I think in 24, we sold probably like 10 accounts off of Facebook ads. And then I think 25, we hit like 50 or 60 accounts off Facebook ads. So I'd say what they taught us definitely works.
Yeah, yeah, awesome. And what was your cost per lead? Do you know? Was it fairly cheap or was it decent?
So to to be frank and honest with you, I didn't track it per like Facebook and Google, and I didn't break it up last year. It was just wild. We sold more accounts than we'd ever sold. And it our selling season is real short. It's like 2 months, like March and April.
Mm.
And so we'll
Mm.
bring on like 80% of our new accounts in March and April. And we've sold 385 accounts this year, where all season last year we only sold like 250. So, it's not a huge number, but it's bigger than we've ever dealt with. And so I just track the overall ad spend for marketing. And I think we came out to like $97 per client. So,
Oh, that's not bad at all.
yeah. Yeah. So it was really good. So we will moving forward next season on that big sales season. We're going to track everything really well individually, so we can you know dial it in. But yeah,
Awesome.
the Facebook, I think the Facebook per client was, if I remember right, around $100. So not
Yep.
terrible per client. Um,
Yeah, that's fairly standard.
yeah.
And I also wanted to ask, that's kind of interesting. Why are all your clients coming in March and April? Is there any reason?
So we have a heavy weed season for broadleaf weeds, and that happens here in March and April. And so we'll
Mm.
get like henbit and shakeweed and just a whole slew of freaking nasty weeds just popping all at once. And so that's just how it's always been here in Oklahoma. Um,
Huh.
yeah, you'll get a ton of phone calls just back to back to back in those 2 months. Yeah.
Interesting.
And
Okay.
then
And yeah, I was gonna talk a little bit more about the Facebook group stuff. So yeah, no, that's something Jake recommends. He totally loves. It's almost like, I mean, it's literally free money,
yeah.
and that's interesting. Okay, so you guys were doing it before. Was there anything else that changed besides just switching from a company profile to a personal profile?
Is there anything that changed from switching
Yeah,
from?
like so you said you were trying Facebook groups before,
Okay, yeah.
and yeah, it wasn't working before, but then it started working. Was it just that you're posting on a personal profile versus a company page, or what
I
changed?
think it's the way we the post that we made that, obviously Jake and Jonas helped us, gave us some templates for that and kind of like laid it out like, hey, this is how you want to put together a post from your personal and start sharing it on groups. And it's just it's not a salesy post at all. It's just saying, hey, I'm Aaron Huskey. We're a local lawn care business in the area. We'd love to meet with like-minded people, da 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 da, you know, and it might say something about hit us up if you need us or something like that. But I don't even think it says that. I don't think it doesn't have a phone number for the company or anything like that. So what they'll end up doing is they'll message me directly and I'll say, hey, fill out this form on my website. And they always go and fill out the form and boom, we'll sign them up.
Hmm. And does it seem like people convert right away, or is there some lag time?
Um, I think that it's pretty quick. Yeah. Yeah. For those particular leads. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, yeah, like the first time they see your Facebook post, are they gonna, or their post within your post within the group, are they gonna become a customer right away, or does it take
No,
maybe a few
it
months or
takes
so?
time. Yeah. And I think that's the main key is just over and over and over, just staying in front of them. And we did a lot of it, that post in those Facebook groups in March and April. And, um, dude, I got people that I don't know running into me 30 miles away going, dude, that company that you work for, they're just blowing my news feed up.
Hmm.
And I was like, oh yeah, they must be spending some money on marketing. I act like I
Yeah.
just work there. Yeah. And
Huh?
like I got so many people that are like, dude, you work for Husky Turf? Yeah. I was like, yeah. And they're like, man, my news feed's always blown up with you guys. And so I'm like, okay, well, it's definitely working. We're staying in front of them. So if they need us, when they need us, we're going to be in front of them. So
Mm.
we should get a good
No,
shot.
that's awesome. I love that. Do people not connect the dots? I mean, they have to know your last name is Husky, right?
Well, I mean, these are people that I don't know, and I'm just like walking into a gas station, 30 minutes
Mm.
away, and
Oh, okay.
they see me jump out of a pink truck and pink shirt on. They're like, "Oh, dude, y'all are blowing it up." Yeah,
Dang.
that's
Wow. No. So that means you're doing something right. I mean, if everyone knows you, because I mean, I would assume that not everyone needs weed control, lawn care, pest control right away. But it sounds like you're the guy if they ever need it.
yeah. I mean, we're trying to be. There's a market just south of us that's only 15 minutes from us, and it's like 98,000 people. It's pretty dense and a lot of money there, and a lot of competition and
Mm.
good competition. Guys that do an excellent job, run excellent companies. And so it's tough. It's a tough market to sell in, especially because we're typically right at the highest point, roughly on pricing. But man, just being in front of those people all the time and everything, that it's definitely made a huge difference down there.
Mm. So what's going to be your strategy when you expand to those other locations like that one you said?
Yeah, so we're already down there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're already down there, and we're pushing into North Oklahoma City this year. We did, and I think we only sold like 60 accounts in a smaller area, but it was a good enough push to keep going. So, um, yeah, every year we'll just push out just a little more and just kind of do the same thing. So,
Awesome, man. And what does the future look like for Husky Turf Solutions? So what do you have in mind? What is the goal?
I, I don't know. I enjoy what we do. I enjoy growing. I enjoy hiring and training and employing people. I don't have anything in mind to sell out at any point. I just want to see how big we can make it go.
Yeah, yeah, that's awesome, man. And I've got one more question for you here. I wanted to ask you, for other, pest control or lawn care owners, what would be your message to them? What do you want to tell them? What do you think they need to know?
Like my size or smaller type guys.
Yeah, yeah. So it could be anything. It could be mindset. It could be,
Yeah,
yeah.
just stop looking at all the shiny stuff around you that you could make money at. Focus on one thing, do it well, and show up every day and try to be 1% better every day. That's it. That's success
Mm, love
in my
that.
eyes. In my eyes.
Awesome. No, 100%. Just be 1% better every day. Amen. Well, thank you so much for coming on, Aaron. This has been a
Yep.
blast. If people want to, be friends with you online, social media, where you at?
I'm on Facebook mostly. Yeah, you can reach me there. Aaron John Husky on Facebook. Hit me up. I'll add you as a friend. Message me. I'll message you back. If you want my number, I'll message you my number. We'll call. We'll talk on the phone.
Awesome. Cool. So definitely go send a friend request to Aaron. We'll also link his company and anything else you'd like to plug or promote.
Just thank you, Jake, Jonas, and obviously you, Danny, now coming on, and look forward to that new book coming out that you guys kind of put
Yeah.
together, all three of you. I can't wait to get that in my hands and just run through that real quick. Um, and love what you guys are doing, and um, I hope more people will put some trust in you guys and let you guys help out.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate that. Well, cool. It's been great talking with you, Aaron. And yeah, I hope we stay in touch.
Yep. All right. Thanks, Danny.
Of course.
All right.